I made a television pilot in 2018. I submitted it to all the biggest festivals and it actually did really well. And then I never shared it. It just sat on my computer, actually on this dusty old hard drive for like 7 years. And it's not because it wasn't good, but it was because I didn't know how to be seen yet. And I actually think that's why a lot of talented people stay invisible. It's not that they're not creating, and it's not that they're not talented, it's that they're not sharing. So this is a pilot that I wrote and made called Hysterical Women. Now, we made this in 2018, right around the beginning of the Me Too movement, and it specifically was about gender inequality in the workplace. It's funny, it's dark, and we had the best time making it. We've got strong female characters, we talk about female ambition, identity, and what it takes to actually be a leader. And watching it back now is truly wild because I can see exactly who I was becoming before I was willing to actually be her publicly. So I have decided I'm finally going to put it on the internet. And not because it's perfect, but because this is what it looks like to stop hiding your work. So I'm going to share more about how I made this and what I learned, and then I will show you exactly how we made it. Stay tuned because after this pilot, I am going to answer some listener questions that came from the celebrity circle.
How do you need work done with those legs?
You know how I feel about you and stripes, honey. Oh, are we going to a Quaker convention or?
I get one shot, I'm in the line of fire. I never missed a single target, even down to the wire. You're gon' get dizzy, got to stay with me. There ain't no time to delay. Up here in New York City, all the punches that throw are turning to gold. I'm a heavy hitting champion, the best of them all. I live my life staring pain in the eye with cold pleasure. God knows I always fold whenever I'm under pressure.
Sorry?
Nice ass.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Last night, my buddy Nico invited me to this party, super underground, like the guys who organized Burning Man. It was insane. Yeah. Like, the girls were insane, the music was crazy. Thanks, Dal. And I'm telling you, it was like, any sugar? Almond milk?
No, that's not the issue. It's...
Did you try to restart the computer? It's usually the easiest solution.
No, it's an internal problem with the customer support
I
software.
don't think so, because I updated the system last month and Craig hasn't been having any trouble. Did you see my memo?
I tried to make it simple to understand. If you need a tutorial, I can come by later this week and break it down for you. Break it down for you. Break it down for you.
No, I know how to use the program. It's just not letting me access any of the incoming tickets.
Did you forget your password?
No, I didn't forget my password.
Jeez, I'm kidding. You need to relax. I'll come by later today. Check it out.
Great, thanks.
And you know, I use these meditation apps on my phone. She's so dramatic.
Are you dead?
I'm visualizing
Visualizing about death?
my meeting with Robbie.
Oh, really?
My therapist thinks it's a good new tactic. Might help me center myself, boost confidence, the usual.
Does your therapist have any advice for mansplainers?
Clint, I will ask her on Tuesday.
You know that's a waste of sticky notes.
It's my process. It makes me feel semi-proactive.
Your therapist has also given you too many buzzwords.
I love her.
So when is your meeting?
Shit, 5 minutes. I need to meditate.
All right. Namaste.
Jesse, thank you for being a stabilizer.
Shut up.
Okay.
Hey, Cynthia texted about meeting today.
Oh, I thought she wasn't coming till Thursday.
Yeah, I don't know. But do we have the paperwork ready for Queen Graves?
Obvi.
Thank you. I'm guessing she wants to talk about some investors for him. His music is really catchy, so marketing should be easy.
Okay, cool. Also, have you heard of Ricky Thunder? He has a show downtown tonight if you want to go.
Good call. Yeah, let's check him out. He could be good for our hip-hop brand.
Cool. Do you want to grab dinner first?
Thai place off brand.
Alicia, Rocco, congratulations on the new single.
Alexa, this is a closed meeting. Robbie, please have a seat.
Oh, are we not talking the next steps? for
No. Please hear yourself out.
All right.
Not worth it. No, okay, yes. All right, just go in there and be calm, cool, collected. You got this. No, not worth it. No, no. You got this. You can do this. You got this. No, it's not gonna happen. No, Miranda. You got this. Okay, you got this.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just have a meeting with Robbie.
Oh, he's meeting with Cynthia right now. Is there something I can help you with?
No, I'm okay. I have to talk to the CEO.
Okay.
It's, I just have a thing with authority that I'm trying to work through.
Okay.
Nothing against you.
Okay.
We'll be in touch, Rocco. I'm sure we'll be able to work something out.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
Miranda, would you mind walking Rocco and Alicia out, please?
Sure. But I really need to talk to Robbie.
Not now. Alexa, a moment, please.
Of course. So, what's going on?
Alicia has accused Robbie of sexually assaulting her.
Wait, what?
They're just trying to capitalize on this Me Too thing.
Rocco's smart. He sees an opportunity.
But did anything happen? No, that's a big accusation to make. Maybe there was some sort of misunderstanding.
Alexa, you know me. I would never do something like that.
Alexa, we need you to talk to them before they go to the lawyers. See if they'll take a settlement.
Wait, why would we settle? We didn't do anything.
A settlement will help end things quickly. It'll prevent Rocco from going to the press, and it'll get him some money. It's the best case scenario for everyone involved. Can you do it?
Yeah, of course. I'll figure it out.
You okay?
What? Yes.
I'm Matthew. I'm the new sales rep.
Matt came in Minnesota, Vassar Pottery.
Yeah.
That's not weird. I'm Miranda. I'm HR. I've processed your paperwork.
Oh, Miranda, HR. 9 sugars. Nice to meet you. Oops. I'm just trying to get a cup.
Yeah.
Well, I should probably go refine my desk.
Yeah. Happy Halloween.
Hey, Rocco. Thanks so much for meeting me here.
I will admit I was intrigued. Plus, I love cronuts.
Hey. Robbie explained the situation to me. I'm really sorry. You know, I have a little sister too, but I think there was some sort of misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding. Nah. Alexa, he propositioned her for sex.
Okay, look, Robbie is a really nice guy. I think a lot of women mistake his kindness for flirting, but he's not.
No, Alexa, he was abusing his power to manipulate her. She's not making this up. Now, we thought we could trust your company.
You can.
Not with Robbie at the helm.
Okay, I can promise you that this will never happen again.
You can't promise that.
Okay, well, we can offer Alicia a buyout, or we can renegotiate her contract. She can work with me directly. She'll never have to even talk to Robbie again.
Now, I remember reading about this scrappy young woman who wanted to make a change for the music industry. Now, why isn't she in charge? Look, Alexa, we're not looking to make money off this. We're looking to make sure this doesn't happen again. We'll drop this whole thing if you become the CEO.
Look, this is a good offer. You should consider it.
And you should consider mine. And soon. Because we will go public on this. Thanks for the cronuts.
Hey, Robbie. Yeah, I can be there in like 15. Okay.
This has been a tumultuous day.
Like when you discovered Fun Dip?
Even more, although that was a big day.
What's more tumultuous than Fun Dip?
Okay, remember I was gonna have my meeting with Robbie?
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. Someday I'm gonna do it, but that's not today.
Do you have a tampon?
Yes. Okay, but there's more. No, really, there's more. I met someone.
No.
Yes, but I was a total weirdo and I hugged him.
Strong first impression.
I'm hoping it's like endearing or that he didn't notice.
Who is he?
His name's Matthew. He's the new sales rep.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
I know.
Is he single?
I don't know.
That's the first step.
Well, I can't ask him.
No, but I can. Over drinks at happy hour?
Genius.
Thank you. No applicator? Seriously?
Heyo. Hey, so, how'd it go with Rocco?
It was fine. I think he's opting for the buyout.
Damn. Hey, are you ready?
For what?
For the Thunder! Ow! The Thunder show, that's tonight, right? The boys are coming.
We going?
Oh, you know, I'm pretty swamped with work. I think I should push through dinner. You guys go have fun.
We're gonna hit Murphy's for drinks before. Come on.
No, y'all go have fun.
Hey, your boss is saying you can come.
Uh-huh.
Get out of here.
Boring.
But it's time for the...
It's 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock. Let's go.
Please stop.
It's 6 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock.
I have 3 more ads to prove.
No, you don't, because it's 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock.
Mama wants a Manhattan.
It's 6 o'clock. Miranda's in. Naomi's in.
Am I?
Becky, Becca.
We have spin. Gross.
Fine. Hey, Matthew, you want to go to happy hour?
Me?
Yeah, wait, what's your name? You know, you look like a Matthew.
Thank you.
Yeah, so do you want to go to happy hour?
Yeah, yes, thank you.
Great.
Okay.
Can I come?
Of course.
Great. I'll grab my coat.
That was not part of the plan.
I know. This is a disaster.
Well, you're the one who invited El Capitan.
It was a knee-jerk reaction.
You just have to go over and talk to him.
I like him so much.
No, you don't. You've known him for 8 hours.
Just go over and talk to him. Just be a cool girl.
Romance is dead.
I hear that, sister friend.
So the whole company was your idea?
I mean, technically, yes, but the long-term plan is that Robbie will develop his music career and I'll become the CEO. Cynthia's his aunt, so it just made sense for him to start there.
Hey, broskies.
Hey, broski.
Hey. Sorry, that was weird.
That's fine. What are you drinking?
Manhattan.
3 Manhattans, please. Keep them coming.
I've always wanted to say that. I feel like Julianne Moore says that, like, keep them coming.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about?
Well, I was just asking Alexa about the company.
Tell you about B-dubs nights.
B-dubs?
Buffalo Wild Wings, you're invited. I'm not.
What? Yes, you are.
I mean, technically it's open to the company, but only the guys go.
That's not true. I go. You should go sometime.
No thanks. I don't feel like everyone who goes is like an asshole. I mean, not everyone. It's obvious that you're not.
Thanks.
It just don't feel like included or like safe.
Wait, what?
I bet it's fun. You should go, Matthew.
Yeah, after that hard sell, I don't know how I could pass.
That's not what I meant to do. You should go. I'm gonna make you go. I'm sorry. I just wanted to come over here because I feel like you're cool and like not a sexual assaulter. But to be fair, you still have time.
That's not funny, Miranda.
No, it's not funny. It's not funny at all. It's also not funny how every single man in our office has a sexual assault claim against them.
What are you talking about?
The incident reports? There's 200 in a box in my office. I'm being dramatic. There's 178 in a box in my office, but every time I bring it up to Robbie, he ignores me because I don't exist.
I need to see these.
I can show you them tomorrow.
No. Now.
She didn't even pay.
This is all on me.
She's like a beautiful, scary godmother.
I'm really glad you want to see them because every time I bring it up to Robbie, he ignores me. It's been really weighing on my
This is
conscience.
taking too
Can I
long.
come?
No.
Yes.
Okay, fine, but this didn't happen.
What didn't happen?
Us going to.
No, I mean, it was a joke.
Taxi?
Julianne fucking Moore. I've always wanted to be here after hours. It's just like the mixed up files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler. A classic. Okay. Welcome to my office.
A pleasure.
What's with all the sticky notes?
I write one every time I see, hear, or experience sexual misconduct in the office.
Seriously?
Also, I write incident reports.
So this is everything?
This is everything.
Motherfucker.
Uh-oh, it's what I say when I'm walking your way. 'Cause every step I take, I know I'm towards some kind of betray. Whether it be lying or cheating, stealing or meeting with another, there ain't no other like me. With everything that you have done, who have you even become? My hands would be filled with checks, and we know who'd be signing X. Matter of fact, if I had a penny for every single time, I'd be stacked. I'd be stacked, yeah. I'd be stacked. Stacked. I'd be stacked. I'd be. Look me in the eyes. They say they are the windows, but Windex is needed when I'm dealing with yours. Every cast you spell, come drama ain't gonna turn out well. I hope you know by now, but I won't kiss and tell. Cause what's the point of you if you can't see my view? This is getting old. Your words have been sold. Cause if I had my way, you know I'd be getting paid. Matter of fact, if I had a penny for every single time, I'd be stacked. I'd be stacked, yeah. I'd be.
It's actually kind of surreal watching that back, because the truth is, I remember exactly who I was when I made that video. And I knew that I wanted to be seen. I knew that I had something to say, but I didn't fully feel safe being seen yet. And I think truthfully, this is where a lot of people get stuck. It's like they're creating, they have ideas, they're even making good things, but they're not actually letting themselves be visible in the raw messiness of it. Because visibility isn't about talent, it's about your capacity to be seen. And also, this was not that complicated to make. I did not know what I was doing when I first started. I just decided that I wanted to make something, which is actually why I built the entire company that I have now. Because most people don't actually need more ideas. They need a system that helps them start and stay visible. This pilot was not that complicated to make. At the time, I didn't really know what I was doing. I decided that my B- work was going to be good enough. And those principles are what has helped me build this entire brand. The truth is, most people don't need more ideas. They just need a system that helps them start and stay visible. If that's you, then you might love the Celebrity Circle. If you're already creating, but you know that you're meant to be seen at an even bigger level, then that's the deeper work inside of the Self-Made Celebrity. But either way, this is your reminder that you don't need permission to get started. You just need to stop hiding what you've already made. And stay tuned, because what's really interesting is I'm actually doing all of this again now. Making an entire television show, but with my clients at my retreat, which is a completely different experience because they're not just creating, they're practicing being seen in real time on set with me. All right, welcome to the Celebrity Circle segment. This is the segment of the podcast where I answer your questions that were submitted inside of the Celebrity Circle. Now, the Celebrity Circle is my program for beginning creators or people who just aren't quite ready to join the self-made celebrity yet. And inside of this program, we give you the mindset, the tools, and also the strategy to help you get started and scale your fame. One of the fun features about it is that you can submit your questions to have them answered here. So without further ado, I'm going to answer the very first inaugural question, which was submitted by Remy. Okay, so Remy says, "Hey Whitney, I'm an actor and I've been a fan of your work since mid-2024. So fun. Okay, I've consistently worked on my celebrity energy since that point. I've had amazing results like getting 80 auditions in 2025. Hell yeah. But I'm not bringing in the quality of auditions that I want yet. I'm mostly going out for commercials, not film and television, and I haven't booked any paid jobs yet." Okay, I'm going to pause right here and answer something because first off, I just want you to note the progress in that, right? Like, in order to become a person who's consistently booking high paying, exciting, like creatively fulfilling roles, you first have to become a person who is getting callbacks. Then before that, you have to be the person who's getting auditions, right? You have to step into a new identity for every new level of your career, right? So, the reason that I'm pointing this out is because to this point, now you've had this amazing result, like getting 80 auditions in 2025. Hell yeah, check box. And the next step is, okay, now can we be the person who gets 80 auditions for the type of quality that you want, right? So I think you're going to have to define exactly what that is for you. You mentioned wanting them to be more film and television. And really and truly, it's going to be deciding those parameters and then deciding that you are energetically not available for anything else. And this really comes down to raising your standards. And it's one of those things, like, people always get confused when I talk about deciding because they're like, well, I can't just decide to become that person. You can, actually. And just like how we all have different standards, different like thresholds for what we believe is acceptable about our body, about our finances, about the types of neighborhood we live in, we also get to choose the types of roles that are aligned for us, the types of opportunities that we are available for, right? If you think about, like, I'm thinking like Meryl Streep, she has decided that her standard is that she's only doing a specific type of role. So it's going to come down to raising your standard for this. And so first off, getting clear on what is that. And and I don't think you're necessarily doing this, but a pitfall that I often see is people wanting to jump immediately to where I was saying, which is like I consistently book highly paying, creatively fulfilling roles that win Oscars or whatever, right? The next thing from you're getting a large amount is next, let's like improve the quality. Then let's start getting more callbacks. Then let's get more bookings, right? So that would be the first thing that I would say. And going through the process, I think I saw also, Remy, that you have also been through the celebrity circuit. So it's going to be that same process that you used to get you to being a person who's creating a high number of auditions, that same process to increase your capacity to become the person who receives the type of roles that you want. Okay. Then it says, back to the question, there are two things coming up. One is I feel like I'm overworking to the point that it's quantity over quality. And I'm also not getting the quality of opportunities that I actually want. I think these issues are linked. Okay, I kind of addressed that part. But this part I think is really interesting. So it says, I'm really struggling to let go of all the tasks I've told myself I should be doing. And even though I logically know that less is more, I cannot seem to stop overworking. There's a voice in my head that always tells me to fill the gaps in my day. And it's so uncomfortable to rest that I just keep piling on more. As a result, I feel like I'm doing all the right things, but nothing is working. Any advice on letting go on the need to be consistent in every area of life? Yeah. So that's the hard thing with art, and especially, with acting, it is the purest art form where energy is the transmission, right? With music, there's an instrument in between you and the audience. With film, there's a camera in between you and the audience, right? So for an actor, it's extra important to make sure that your energy is available to be perceived. Now, and the way that we get into that ability to be perceived, that magnetic energy, is when we are regulated and when we are rested. So the reason I'm going down this rabbit hole is because I think you have to sell yourself on why it's important to slow down. And I wouldn't necessarily give this advice to everyone and say, there are some people that you need to be doing more. But what I'm hearing from you is you're intuitively feeling called to do less, and yet your brain is just telling you, oh, I should be doing more. So what we want to do is look at, okay, what's actually happening when you do more, right? When you're telling yourself, I should be doing more, my guess is that thought creates a feeling in your body. Probably some sort of stress or overwhelm or obligation or duty. And from that, and then that's your energetic state. So then even when you're taking more actions, it's not going to land in the right way, right? And I think also we forget that when we're in a state of hypervigilance like that, we are not as open to creativity and we're not as in tune with creative flow. So again, I'm saying all this just to give you more and more evidence as to why slowing down is actually going to create more space. And I've talked about that. I mean, I've seen this with myself. I've seen this with every client who becomes famous, who becomes even more famous. It is a lot more about letting go and of shedding identities than it is about adding anything on. Because remember, you at your most pure, unafraid self, your childlike self, you came into this world inherently magnetic, right? And then life gets in the way, pain gets in the way, trauma gets in the way, fears get in the way, desires can sometimes get in the way, and then we start to shrink, we start to close up. So the work really is about being able to be perceived by putting those walls down, by doing more of the work. So I would say give yourself what I call an action diet, which is decide ahead of time what are the actions that you are going to take. So decide ahead of time. Basically, give yourself a protocol of what actions you are going to take that are aligned. Again, setting your standard of what kinds of roles you want. And then from there, anything that's not on the list, you just got to sit through. This is the uncomfortable part of expansion, is just sitting with all of that dysregulation, but continue just going through those steps and of re-regulating your nervous system, staying committed to your vision, and celebrating your success along the way. But keep us posted. I'm very excited to hear about your next level. Okay, Maria says, hi, I have some of my posts go viral on a smaller scale and are shown to non-followers. However, I do not receive new followers from that. Do you think this is a visibility/nervous system issue, or is it more clear a branding issue? Thank you. Okay, I want to offer that it's actually both. Okay. And what I mean by that is when you have a visibility and nervous system, let's say issue, which, is a little bit heightened, but when you have a fear of being seen, when you're afraid of showing up authentically, your brand naturally suffers because you end up giving a watered down version of yourself. Now, inside of my programs, like inside of the Celebrity Circle, inside of the Self-Made Celebrity, we do help you come up with the actions, with the strategy, do affect the way that people are receiving you, the way that people are understanding who you are. However, at the root of that, like, let's just remember that your branding, your posts, the words you say are ultimately the result of the actions that you take, which come from the feelings that you're feeling, right? So when you're feeling motivated, then you take actions like posting, right? And when you're posting consistently, that creates the result of being seen, right? So let's reverse engineer. So we've got the result of being seen comes from the actions that you're taking, which are derived from the feelings that you're feeling. But the feelings that you're feeling, all of them come from a thought in your brain, right? We have, it's like 60,000 thoughts a day, right? And most of them are running on a loop. So when we have these thoughts, and some of these might be subconscious thoughts of like, I'm not ready. I don't know what I'm saying. People aren't going to like me. I'm going to be misunderstood. When those are running through your brain, even when they're running at the subconscious level, that impacts your energy, right? It impacts the feeling that you're feeling. It impacts the emotion that you're feeling, or it changes the emotion that you're feeling. So then the actions, it doesn't really matter what you're saying because people are not able to connect to the energy of it. And when you're having thoughts like, I don't know what to say, I don't know who I am, I don't know how I'm going to be perceived, you're never going to take actions that put yourself in the position to actually get feedback, right? What I mean by that is we water down our voice, we shrink, we try to not upset anyone. Those are the actions that come when we're thinking that, or when we're, those are the actions that come when you are having a visibility and nervous system problem. So, of course, I mean, again, you're in the Celebrity Circle, which is like you're getting all the tools to help with the actual strategy and with what to say. I would encourage you to also, though, look at that root cause, because even the fact that you're asking, is this a branding issue, lets me know that you know enough about strategy and technique that you're probably following that without much of an issue. And honestly, this is something that I love about the Celebrity Circle is when you go through the onboarding forum, right? We're giving you the tools to know your exact strategy for what to post online. And so it's like you have an open book test, and it makes it so that the only variable that's missing is the visibility. So obviously continue working on both, and we're here for both of that. But I would prioritize working on the visibility and nervous system because that's going to lead you to getting clearer on your branding. All right, thanks so much for these questions. These were so fun. If you want your questions answered, join us inside of the Celebrity Circle. You can submit and have your questions answered on here. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and follow along, because in the next episode, I'm going to show you exactly how I made this pilot. Soup to nuts, break down all of the nitty-gritty, and give you all of the insight into how to make a television show, a pilot, or a short film. I'll see you there.